A shocking and disturbing moment witnessed live by millions of NFL fans in Canada and the U.S. is raising new questions about how the league treats its players. It happened in last night's game. Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin collapsed after a routine play. It took the league an hour to call off the game. But before that happened, hosts of Monday Night Football were reporting that the league was going to restart the play.
Field to Sean McDermott as these two head coaches are going to get together again. Let's send it down to Lisa. Given 5 minutes to quote-unquote get ready to go back to playing. That's the word we get from the league and the word we get from down on the field, but nobody's moving. From this big crowd. This morning, a senior NFL official is contradicting that reporting from the Monday Night Football broadcast team, saying there was no talk of restarting the game. In a release early this morning, the Bills confirmed that Damar Hamlin's heart had stopped. Steve Futterman has the latest on what we know about Hamlin's condition this morning.
Well, as far as his condition, he is in critical condition. He remained in the hospital overnight. We've not gotten really any updates. We do know he suffered a cardiac arrest during the game, and that's what necessitated all this treatment of him. Immediately, personnel came onto the field. At first, he was given CPR. Then they brought on defibrillators, and he was given oxygen throughout. He initially lost his heartbeat during the game, but they were able to reestablish it during that treatment period on the field. The key question now is for how long did he not have a heartbeat? That could be critical in the eventual outcome of this case. But it certainly was a very disturbing moment, as you mentioned. Initially, when the play took place, it looked like just he had fallen down. But then on the replay, as you showed, you see him slowly fall back on his back, flat on his back. He lay motionless from the start. The medical personnel came on. The reaction from the players was just quite moving. Players from both teams gathered around him. They sort of formed a circle. They knelt. They said prayers. You saw some players wiping away tears from their eyes. It was a very moving reaction. But right now, the key question is his condition. We probably will get an update early this morning from the doctors in Cincinnati. But obviously, people around the world, NFL fans, sports fans, are aware of this situation, and they're sending their prayers. Reaction has been really heartfelt from players around the league. LeBron James, the LA Lakers basketball star, commented after the game. This has really hit people very, very hard.
There are also some questions this morning about how the NFL responded, especially over how long it took before the league called off that game. So what's some of the reaction on that front?
Well, the league initially suspended the game. We thought that the game might resume if he was in a decent condition. But eventually, when it became quite clear that there was going to be no clear medical prognosis during the game itself was suspended. We don't know when it will resume. The players, the league, the commissioner, the coaches, the teams were all consulted in making this decision. Obviously, it took around an hour before the game was officially postponed indefinitely. Some people are saying it should have been postponed immediately, but very quickly the league said the game is suspended. When it was postponed indefinitely, that took around an hour. There may be some hope that this player, Damar Hamlin, may have a full recovery. That's what obviously everyone's hoping for right now.
Steve Futterman for us in Los Angeles this morning.